everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Mindcage. So, it just popped up for me another movie with John Malkovich in it. I just recently watched another, not popular movie with John Malkovich. It's like, I guess they get to the point, like Bruce Willis, Nicolas Cage, this happens, and now John Malkovich is seen in a couple. Maybe he'll continue to make movies like this, ongoing and ongoing. But this one also has Martin Lawrence in it, which is the first time I've seen him in a while. Melissa Roxburgh. And it's about a copycat killer who's striking, and two detectives decide to meet with a serial killer to get some help from them. So we'll see. 4.2 on IMDb, but only 750 people rated it so far. Hour and 36 minutes long, so I don't know. We'll see. Let me get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Mindcage. I was just trying to see if I knew where this movie took place, but they just gave it away. But anyway, so no check-in, I'm sorry. I was into it for most of the movie. I did catch myself on my phone a little bit, but I don't know if it was because I wasn't that interested, or just, something else came up and I looked at it. So it wasn't on too much. But what I was going to say is, so Melissa Roxburgh and Martin Lawrence play these detectives. And Robert Knepper is the sheriff in town, or like the guy who, the head chief of all of it. Yeah, it takes place in Arkansas. Anyway, I would have never guessed that. So they have, and what's his name? John Malkovich plays the serial killer who's in jail right now, waiting on death row kind of thing for murders he did 5 years ago, right? So now there's a copycat murderer going out doing very similar stuff that John Malkovich was doing. So the two detectives well, the one detective, Martin Lawrence, he's the one who caught him the first time. So she is, Melissa Roxburgh's character, is kind of meeting with him and trying to have him help her solve this entire thing to see what's going on. And he's very connected. He can figure, he's got some really good insight for them, but it also starts to become a cat and mouse game. So I mean, it's like almost like Silence of the Lambs, right? So Clarice and all that kind of stuff. Now it's very similar. It's got that, not that vibe, but it has that piece to it. So it's really, that's the whole plot, and he's sending them places. She's trying to figure it out. You get it, right? There's not much more I need to share with you about that. But it's interesting. It's like, okay, now you're thinking, as you're seeing this going on, who could be doing it? These murders are very similar, and they have a very pointed way of doing things that, okay. And you start guessing to yourself, who can it be? Who can do this? All that kind of stuff. So, so I thought it was good. Like I said, I thought it was a good plot. It was worth watching. I was not involved, but it had me hooked to see what was going to go down and how it was all going to happen. Now you come to, the big reveal, like what's going on? How is this all happening? And I don't want to say too much about it. I don't want to deter you if you're somewhat interested in watching this, but I was slightly, I don't know, not surprised. I don't know. I don't know how I felt about it, to be honest with you. I get it, and it's different, but I don't know. At first, I didn't like it. And then, as I sat here and I thought about it more, I was like, okay, because let me tell you this, and this is not going to spoil it at all, I don't think, but there are certain movies that you watch, and they do something crazy or different at the end that made no sense throughout the film, right? But in this case, there's a little bit here and there that, okay, you know what I mean? It's not like they fired a writer and the other writer came in and said this, or the original writer was like, you know what, I have no idea how I'm going to end this, let's just do this kind of thing. You could see it was planned. So, or at least maybe not planned, but maybe they wrote it that way, but they put it in the movie. So that it's not like I said, like somebody just came in and said, let's just do it this way, and you know, that kind of stuff. So I know I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but there you go. That's what I got. So if you like Silence of the Lamb, this is like the Martin Lawrence version of Silence of the Lamb. Actually, Melissa Roxburgh's version, not Martin Lawrence. He was, you know, but. So there you go, and it's got, you know, I thought I like Robert Knepper, I like John Malkovich, Martin Lawrence was pretty good in this. You know, he's not a comic in this. You know, he's a gumshoe, a detective that has some success, but has some things against you know, the people who do these crimes. So bottom line, it's at least a 5 or a 6 for me, easy. Probably a 6 more than a 5. The reason I'm towards a 5 is because at first I didn't like what they did with the ending, but then I was like, okay. So that's why I'm wavering. It's definitely not, what did I say? Did I even tell you what it was at first? I don't even know. I don't remember saying it. 4.2. 4.2. Definitely not a 4.2. So there you go. Alright. I've talked enough. Tried to dance around all of this. Check it out if you like. And hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.
Thank you.